Hello friends, Clayton Phillips here again from Woody's RV World in Leduc, Alberta, Canada, just south of Edmonton, about 15 minutes. And I'm going to shoot a fly-through video on one of my favorite floor plans. This is the Grand Design Imagine 2970 RL. We have done exceptionally well with this layout, folks. Grand Design has just really hit the mark to be able to come to the marketplace with a travel trailer that's, you know, a little bit larger, not too massive like some travel trailers, but still half-ton towable. If you have an import half-ton, if you have a half-ton with a lighter payload, kind of like in that 1,200 to 1,400 pound range, but you want something with a little more livability, this particular floor plan, the 2970 RL in the Imagine, is absolutely fantastic, and Grand Design has done a superb job with this particular floor plan, and we've got a ton of customers that have taken advantage of it and are having a lot of fun using it. So we're going to cover a lot of detail today. We're going to talk about Grand Design, so let's get started. Grand Design, true to form, as always I mentioned in the videos, they're about foundation, they're about structure, the engineering that goes into their products, the lamination, their warranties, the things that you get with a Grand Design trailer that some other manufacturers, and this is where Grand Design is really challenged the RV industry on the manufacturing side with their business model, the products they've come out with, and it just seems like a lot of the manufacturers are having a hard time catching up to these guys because they're just continually thinking ahead. But really customer focus, that was their big thing. When they started their company, the first person they hired, typically a manufacturer hires a sales department to create revenue. Grand Design hired their service guy first, and that was their focus right from the get-go, was to be able to build a product that was going to stand the test of time. They do a lot of factory testing, the things they do at their facility to help mitigate as much risk to the end user as possible, and you know, come to the market with something that people are going to absolutely love and keep coming back and enjoying Grand Design products. So again, I went on a bit of a rant there, but starting up front here on the Imagine, true to form with Grand Design, their front caps, they use structure caps. There's a lot of hard edges and lines designed into the mold of this front cap to create a rigid structure when it gets mounted to the front of the trailer, so that when you have a Grand Design trailer, you have a trailer that's built square. A lot of trailers in the industry are not built square just because they're going down the assembly line, they're using weaker materials, the caps aren't structure caps, you know, in some cases, and with Grand Design, they do that structure cap. There's the steel aluminum cage in behind their front caps as well that just really ties in the front end of the trailer, the sidewall to sidewall, roof to floor, creating a very rigid structure up front. It helps eliminate a lot of deflection in the front end. On travel trailers, on the back end of your vehicle, you can get a lot of porpoising, the bouncing up and down, and you want to have a solid structure up front because you get a lot more movement. So when Grand Design gets that done. Their front caps are fully painted, which is really good. So one of the things they wanted to eliminate was the cloudiness and discoloration coming down their front caps. And Grand Design, with that automotive paint, has really done a good job to help prevent that or reduce that from happening. They even do a textured paint here up on the side in the black area to, you know, if you get the odd little bit of sand or rocks coming up, it's going to help protect that from rock chips and that sort of thing. Big, beautiful LED strip lighting on the front cap, really to help accentuate the front end of the trailer. People walking by the campground are going to look over and go, wow, that's a nice looking rig. So up front here, they do give you the, you know, power front jack, which is kind of, you know, par for the course for a lot of manufacturers. Grand Design on their Imagine series uses a 20-pound propane tank. Several things. The nice thing about a 20-pound propane tank, when they're filled, they're much easier to handle. They're lighter weight versus a 30-pound. Also in Canada, we have the propane exchange program, so that when that tank is empty, you can take it to the gas station and get it filled up, and or even just exchange it, and on the road you go, which is really, really nice. If you want the extra 20 pounds to get you that 60, I always recommend packing an extra 20-pound tank with you for your barbecue and that sort of thing. Right up in behind the propane tanks is where you can put a couple of 6-volt batteries, which is what we would recommend, paired with a 150-watt solar panel mounted to the roof outside, is the best way to go. It's how I set myself up when I go camping and pick up a trailer myself. So for the people that don't want to do the hard-mounted solar panel, they do the Furion solar charge port, so you can get the suitcase-style solar panel, and that will, lay it out on the ground and it will charge your batteries. LED marker lights now versus the incandescents, but Again, Grand Design with their storage compartments, beautiful industry-leading pass-through storage on the Imagine, 47 cubic feet. They were the first manufacturer to come out with drop frame storage up front. And to give you a little bit of an idea, perspective of how that works, see that frame rail right there where that jack is mounted to? That goes back about, you know, I would say 4.5 feet, 5 feet or so. That's the drop frame portion, similar to a Lippert Z on the chassis on the big fifth wheels. So you can see the A-frame, it's just an extension off of that. And what that gave them the ability to do was give you that 47 cubic feet of pass-through storage. Most manufacturers, the main frame rail continues to the front of the trailer, and then it drops down to the A-frame. So this is what would represent where your main floor would be typically. So if you can see that, you get almost less than half the amount of storage in a lot of other products in the industry versus the Grand Design in the Imagine. So beautiful, beautiful pass-through storage. They give you the dual motion sensor lights. So what's nice about that is that if you open up the door, it's nighttime out, you have it set to the motion sensor setting, that light will automatically turn on. You're not fumbling around looking for switches. Some manufacturers don't do lights in their storage compartments, or they'll just give you one on the door side. So again, true to form, all aluminum tubing up in the tops of their storage compartments on the Imagine, fully bead welded. You'll find Grand Design uses more aluminum tubes. It's thicker typically, taller, thicker gauge. It's just a much stronger setup, but with the aluminum you get a lighter weight package. Their utility center, again, first to the industry in the Imagine. They do give you the porthole access here, which just pops open. You can stick your fresh water line up through here. This opening here is perfect size for a 1/2-inch water line. Helps prevent the critters from running up inside the trailer, but you can keep your baggage door locked and closed, which is really nice. And then you've got the hot and cold tap for your outside shower. I really like this feature. If you're getting ready at home and you've got the city water hooked up, you can flip this lever here, this blue lever, and that will automatically divert the water into your fresh water tank. And your fresh water capacity on this trailer is 52 gallons, which is exceptional for a trailer of this size, which is really nice. City water connection, of course, battery disconnect switch, 110 plugs, and your coax cable connections for if you want to run a portable satellite dish, that sort of thing. But again, Grand Design's thinking of the end user, right? They give you the normal operation winterization procedures. They put a great big color sticker on there that walks you through how to do it. So they're really thinking of how you're using it, using the trailer, and they want to come alongside you as you buy a Grand Design trailer. So beautiful, beautiful pass-through storage compartment. We'll shoot up underneath the trailer here. This is a fully enclosed and heated underbelly, as it is on all of the Imagine lines. So one thing we're going to look at here, couple things. You've got a gate valve for your drain on your fresh water tank. So you pull that T-handle there, and that 52-gallon freshwater capacity will drain in a real hurry if you want to hit the road, come home, and not drag all that water down the highway. All your gate valves in the product are up inside the heated area. You can see those two T-handles right there. There's a gray and a black valve there. And that heated valve, or that valve, is up inside the heated area. You can see the spray foam insulation around the openings where that cable comes through. And they spray that spray foam in various locations just to help, one, keep the heat in, critters out, that sort of thing, but just to help seal in, prevent dirt and debris and road grime from going up inside as you're towing the trailer down the road. So because you have a fully enclosed heated insulated underbelly, you do get the R30 in the Imagine as well, which is really nice. So beautiful, beautiful undercarriage of this particular trailer. They also give you the potable water fill as well. So if you just want to pop that cap off and stick a water hose in that'll fill up your fresh water tank as well. The weight badge on here, the dry weight of this exact trailer, the way it came off the assembly line as it sits with the equipment, is 7,454 pounds dry weight. Your GVWR is 8,995 pounds, which gives you a cargo carrying capacity of 1,501 pounds. So really, really good cargo carrying capacity. We found that the average family of 4 is going to take anywhere between 800 to 1,000 pounds of gear with them, which would include propane and water, which would be typically your 2 heaviest liquid weights. And lots of cargo carrying capacity left over on this particular trailer. So coming down the driver's side of the trailer here, your hot water heater, nice thing, is on the off door side. So when that's blowing hot air, it keeps the heat out of your camping space. Plus, it's just quieter, which is really good. But that hot water heater is gas and electric, folks. So with the gas and electric on at the exact same time, you get 17.8 gallon quick recovery per hour, which is real nice. You get the light on the off door side as well if you need to mess around at night. Detachable power cord with this as well. It's 50 amp service with this, which is really nice. But you can see they do the blue light here on the inlet to tell you if you got power going in the trailer, and then they've got power, a light at the end of the power cord, your 50 amp cord, to tell you if you got power at the source, which is really nice, much easier to see. You don't have to look for that microwave light anymore to determine if you're getting 110 power in the trailer. Again, 35,000 BTU furnace, ducted heat throughout, and it's forced air heat into that cavity where those holding tanks are, which is really nice. Underneath their slide outs, again, Grand Design, super clean. You know, there's no Darco woven fabric on the undercarriage of their slide outs. You know, it's got the cap edge here through the slide mechanism. You got the bulb seal here, double blade seal all the way around. So I can't get my finger in there, but yeah, double blade seal in there. So when that slide out's fully retracted, both slide outs, your slide out will help squeegee off any moisture and stuff that's built up on the outsides of the slide outs. So really nice, very clean, what you get with Grand Design. So since we're on this side, we're going to show you, you've got the Dexter running gear on this. So you've got the Dexter axle, which has a 5-year warranty, Dexter never adjust brakes, and Dexter easy lube hubs as well. So that cap comes off. You can cycle the new grease in with a grease gun, and it spits out and cycles back around the old grease around the end of the grease gun as you spin the tire. So you can do a full bearing repack and save yourself a pile of money without having to take it into the dealer to get them to do a full repack, which is really, really nice. And that that Westlake Lions Head tire comes with a 5-year warranty, 12 months, no questions asked replacement if it falls within the warranty guidelines. So really nice tire, radial tire. Pull beautifully. The position of the axles in relation to the overall length of the trailer. Grand Design's thinking of the towability, how much weight is on the back of the vehicle to, you know, minimize sway and all of those things. They're really thinking of those things, which is really, really good. Hey, we're gonna rip down towards the back of the trailer. Again, Grand Design, every vertical wall in their product is fully laminated, folks. So when they started their company with the Solitude was their flagship brand, they came out with a 3-year structural warranty. Okay, the difference is that when Grand Design came out with that 3-year structural warranty, they were the only manufacturer to offer it. They built the product to support that warranty. And what I mean by that is every vertical wall panel, the ends of your slide outs, the rear wall where a lot of manufacturers will do hung fiberglass. I encourage you, when you're checking out products, go push on those rear walls, those slide end walls. Okay, if they flex, that's a hung wall, typically spun fiberglass insulation in the back. Every vertical wall panel in a Grand Design trailer is laminated. It's built in their lamination facility with block foam, aluminum framing, fully bead welded to exact specifications for wherever it's going on the trailer, and it helps just create that squarely built trailer, which can really enhance towability, long-term structure of the product. Grand Design tests every single wall panel on their lamination testing at their facility as well, so every single trailer gets that. They want to make sure that the trailers that are putting together are put together well, and they're going to stand the test of time, which is really, really good. And every trailer at their facility goes through almost like a 250-point inspection. Okay, and they do that for every single brand, every single floor plan, every trailer they produce and ship to dealers goes through that PDI process. The golden thread of consistency that you see right from their Transcend lines where they introduced their travel trailer segment all the way up through Solitude and Momentum, all of those things apply, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Again, ladders on the backs of all their products, folks. They want you to be able to access the roof. They want you to be able to sweep off the tops of the slides. They want you to be able to do roof sealant touch-up. A lot of manufacturers do not have walk-on roofs depending on what product segment you're looking at, and that's why you don't get a ladder in a lot of cases. You know, some manufacturers just sheet in with aluminum, not with aluminum, but with Luan paneling, and you literally got to feel for the studs if you're walking up on top. It's not a lot of fun when you want to do it, but why do they do that? To save price and weight. Okay, Grand Design, they'll never be the lightest weight product, and nor are they trying to be. A well-made trailer, if that's what you're looking for, is typically not a lightweight trailer, but Grand Design has really hit the mark with the Imagine, especially with today's tow vehicles, which is really, really nice. So again, pound test, fully laminated. Every window opening is framed in. If you're to pull that window out, is framed in with an aluminum tube. So that's a clamp ring window, and that window goes in and it clamps down on that frame. It's gonna, the structure is there to support that, so that window's not gonna go anywhere, which is really good. Some manufacturers don't frame in their window openings, so you get a lot less a lot more movement in the window as you're towing it down the highway, and that's where that butyl tape, a lot of manufacturers are still using that butyl tape. It can dry up. Grand Design uses what they call a Mylar tape seal in behind all of these corner moldings on the windows. So the Mylar tape seal goes on the corner, the aluminum cap or belt molding goes on, they cinch it down, and then they put a silicone cap seal on it. So you don't have to worry about, like, there's no butyl tape on this trailer anywhere. A lot of manufacturers are still using butyl tape to, you know, save money in manufacturing. Why don't they frame around the openings of their windows? One, they want to save money, make the trailer lighter weight, those types of things. Well, you can't do those things to build a very well-made trailer. You got to put that framing in, you got to go the extra step, which Grand Design definitely does. So again, their slide box, as I mentioned in most of the videos, full walk on. That roof of that slide out is fully laminated and insulated, just like the sidewall is. So when that slide box is built, it's built square, which is really nice. I'll shoot up underneath here again, show you that slide out. They put the cap edge here as well, so there's some friction here that can be involved. We've seen some products that use that Darko underbelly on their slide outs, and what happens is right on this edge here with that friction of that slide going in and out, it will actually fray and wear an opening of that Darko, exposing the floor of the slide out, and it just, you know, opens up the door for moisture intrusion and those types of things, which Grand Design is doing all the right things to prevent that from happening. So again, up underneath the trailer. 4-point scissor jacks on here, so you've got a scissor jack on each end, folks. They're not power. If you want it power, bring a 12-volt power drill with you, an impact driver. The nice thing is it's a 2,500 pound jack. You can really cinch that sucker down, which is really, really nice, and creates for a real nice, stable, livable trailer as you're walking around inside and whatnot. So on the entry side, from a lifestyle perspective, as you're camping using the trailer, on this particular model, folks, they've put dual awnings. So similar to the fifth wheels, they've added the awning on the outside wall of the slide. This is an 11-foot awning, power, fully adjustable. You can pull down on this arm here, tighten this black knob. It's a little stiff there. Loosen that up. You can really pull down on this arm. You tighten that black knob right there, and that'll put a tilt to the roller tube. So depending on what way you want the water to run off, you can adjust it that way if it's raining, and you can keep your awning out. Or if you just want more shade, you can drop your awning. Both arms do the same thing. And then from the door forward, you've got a 10-foot awning. So you've got 21 feet of awning on this particular trailer. And because you've got a slide on the entry door of your trailer, or entry side, your awning doesn't go above the slide out, which the slide out would take away from your awning space. So fully unobstructed awning on this particular floor plan, folks. Tons of livability. If you pull into a campground and there's lots of trees and one of the trees is in the way of the awning, one of your awnings, you've got another awning to be able to use, which is really, really nice. So again, LED light strip on your main awning above, which is really nice. Gives you that extra outdoor light. You got the blue lights and the speakers, which is cool. All the speakers on the Grand Designs are the Imagines. They're not a recessed speaker, so it's a small little hole for a wire in behind that speaker, rather than countersinking a speaker, cutting a big hole in the wall. So they're trying to think of those things, which is nice. Plus that speaker is going to be a little quieter inside the trailer when you do have that outdoor speaker running, if you got people sleeping inside and that sort of thing. So again, your entry door, much wider than your typical travel trailer, a little bit taller. So if you're using that laundry hamper to pack in a lot of the gear, the food that you'll take before you head out camping, you got the wider door. You're not going to bust your knuckles on the frame. Makes it getting, you know, things in and out that are a little bit larger, a lot easier in and out of the Grand Design product. Again, Arctic insulation package. So true to form, R40 in your roof, R40 down your front cap. You've got the R30 in your floor, R7 in your sidewall because 1.5 inches, and then R24 in your slide floor. So really, really good R values, folks, industry leading. They also give you that triple aluminum tread plate entry step, which folds in and out real nice and easy. Underneath on the entry side here, they do give you the barbecue quick connect here, right there. So if you want to pack a portable fire pit with you, a barbecue, that sort of thing, you can click that in right there, which is really, really cool. So pass-through storage, again, industry leading, 47 cubic feet pass-through storage. Beautiful. So Gonna just shoot back here, give you another shot before we jump in the 2970 RL Imagine. Cool thing, new development, Grand Design is partnered with NTP Stag. They are a national, in Canada and the US, parts distribution company. Every distribution facility that NTP Stag has will carry an inventory of Grand Design parts and accessories that us as a dealership can order through Grand Design. Our order process doesn't change. NTP Stag gets it to us much quicker. In Canada, we have that border to deal with, and it's been challenging, to say the least, in a lot of cases over the years, getting parts from RV manufacturers. And with this relationship, it's an industry first. They're the only manufacturer doing it with NTP Stag. We can get you down the road quicker if the part that is needed for your trailer falls within that part list. And Grand Design, again, that customer focus, that customer centric focus is a lot of the values that we have at our dealership, but the ability, they're arming us as dealers to be able to get you down the road quicker, camping in your trailer and enjoying, you know, the investment that you've made in your RV, which is really, really good. So always thinking down the line, growing, all of those things. So 2970 RL, half-ton towable. Your hitch weight on this is 795 pounds. I just want to take a little bit of time on this. I'm going to walk around the inside of the trailer here. So they build this floor plan pretty consistently throughout some of their lines. There are some subtle differences. The major difference is that they build this floor plan also in the 150 series reflection. Okay, the hitch weight on that product is 1,391 pounds. So, and that has been our #1 selling reflection 150 series this year. So if you have a half-ton truck and you have a desire to want to get into a fifth wheel, but your payload capacity, like a lot of the Dodges, the newer style Dodges just coming to the market, have a higher payload capacity, but some of the ones with the coil spring suspensions in the back, a lot of your imports like your Toyotas, some of your Nissan products, they have a lighter payload capacity to the tune of 1,200, 1,250 pounds, 1,400 pounds depending on the year, that type of thing. Where the 150 series, you have the jam, you have the tow capacity to pull it, but you don't necessarily have the payload capacity to be able to handle the hitch weight. This is where this trailer kicks in for people that want that fifth wheel livability and space and island and pantry and all of those things, but don't have the payload to be able to handle a fifth wheel like the 150 series, the half-ton towable reflection. This particular floor plan has been a perfect fit for those customers, and we've had a lot of customers switch from the 150 into that we're looking at buying a 150 and getting into this particular floor plan. So I just wanted to spend a little bit of time on that because I found it, kind of a neat topic and something to share with you. So dinette options, again, freestanding dinette on this. We've optioned in, you can get a booth dinette. So depending on how we bring it in, that sort of thing, we're typically stocking it with a freestanding dinette, but we can get the booth if you really want to have that extra sleeping arrangement. Again, true to form for Grand Design, all the windows on the entry side of your trailer, which is beautiful. You're looking into your camp spot, not the neighbors, which is nice in this particular floor plan. You got lots of lights in the tops of the slides, great big windows, right? Grand Design isn't afraid to invest in the windows. They do windows on the ends of the slide outs, which is really nice. The structures there, the value that they're building into it, which is really good. You get the Thomas Paine Theater seating as well with the blue lighting, heat, massage, they fully recline, and again, true to form, they're putting that most comfortable seating arrangement directly across from your main entertainment center, which is directly behind me here. So at the back of the trailer, you do get the trifold sofa, Thomas Paine. It's the cappuccino material. Just so you know, folks, what you see is what you get. There are no color choices with Grand Design. The color is the color. They've made it very simple. Why have they done that? One, they've designed and styled the trailer beautifully on the inside to match most people's tastes, but also by not offering all these different choices, they can build a better quality product, because as soon as you start offering too many changes or too many options, that's when the quality goes down, and that's one thing Grand Design wanted to get away from. So, but what's real nice about this, you do get the end tables on either side of the sofa here, the great big window at the back, the storage all the way around. So beautiful, beautiful seating arrangement, and that again makes into a bed. There's storage underneath. Directly across from your seating, your theater seating, your entertainment center is. So you got a great big LED television, your DVD stereo, Bluetooth capability, Jensen style is right underneath there and behind that glass plate. And then you've also got the 5000 BTU fireplace. It's an electric fireplace, but it has a heater in there, a space heater that does 5000 BTUs. Okay, so this is one of the only floor plans in the Imagine lineup that they do give you the fireplace. It's a standard feature. So you've got 40,000 BTU of heating capability with this product. So with that fireplace running, if you didn't want to run the furnace and watch a movie and take the edge off in the living area, you're going to be able to heat up the interior of the trailer. But also Grand Design DNA item, there's no heat ducts in the floor. So you have a one-piece floor. It's much stronger. You don't have that track going down the middle of your floor. It's going to be much quieter. That heat track, that heat plenum, you spend a little bit of time on this, that heat plenum typically represents how they heat the tanks underneath the trailer, which is radiant heat. With Grand Design, it's forced air heat. So there's actually a heat duct going down into that holding tank cavity where those tanks are located, and they pump the heat in as opposed to a radiant heat off the heat ducts in the floor. The other thing, by not doing heat ducts in the floor, less chance for dirt and debris, dog food, dog hair, kids, crayons, Cheerios, those types of things going down into your heat ducts, snagging a toe, because typically they run them on the floor right up the middle. In some cases, depending on where you're going camping, especially colder weather, depending on where they put the heat duct, if that slide out comes in, it could cover your heat duct. In some cases, you may want to run your furnace as you're going down the highway to be able to keep those tanks warm, to warm up the trailer before you get to your camp spot. So with Grand Design, they actually port, like in your main living area, there's a heat duct there. You can see that. They poured it out through the base of the island so that heat blows out across the floor. Don't have to worry about a slide out covering it. Less chance of dirt and debris. It's much easier to sweep out the inside of your trailer. All of those things. Massive benefits to that. So again, on the kitchen here, we've got the island, great big island, thermofoil countertop. It's a one-piece countertop. There's no, groove cut into the edge with a rubber molding stuck in. Also with the thermofoil countertop, Grand Design does the under counter mount sink. So that sink sits underneath the countertop, which is nice. If you spill something here, you can just simply wipe it in without hitting that hard edge of the sink like some manufacturers do, where they place the sink on top of the countertop. But you do get the farm style sink, so you can do the Rubbermaid basin in there for a dunk tank if you need. This is big enough to hold a couple of a bunch of dinner plates. If you don't want to do the dishes right away, you just slide them in there and put your sink cover over top, and you got a nice clean kitchen. And then get your pull out faucet. You've got 3 drawers on the one end, storage underneath, and then 3 drawers on this side. So I'll just pop open one of these drawers, nice and deep, all plywood construction, finished off very, very nicely. That's what you get with Grand Design. We've got the holy grail of pantries here. This particular feature has sold this trailer by itself. The pantry is unbelievable. Tons of space. There's a motion sensor lighting in there, so if you'd like to get up out of bed in the middle of the night and grab a little snack, you can open up that pantry and that light will automatically turn on for you, which is real nice. But beautiful pantry space. They've got the Furion oven and range, which is nice. It's the standalone option. You get the blue lighting on there. Just a nicer looking oven and range. Furion's done a really good job challenging the appliance manufacturers in the industry to come out with some really nice, edgier, newer style designs, that sort of thing. Furion range top, and then you've got the stainless steel microwave in this as well. 6 cubic foot Dometic gas electric refrigerator with stainless steel insert. Real nice on this. Grand Design spends a little bit of extra money, and they put the little blockade on this that just lifts up and folds down while you're using the trailer, and so that will really help prevent the items from sliding off the shelf in transport as you're going. When you open up the door, less chance of those items falling out on you. So beautiful fridge. They're going the extra mile like they do with Grand Design. And then thinking of our 4-legged friends, our little puppies, we love bringing them camping with us. So you've got the doggy dishes right here. So water, food, that type of thing. So they're really caring about everybody in their RVs, which is nice. And then again, your hutch, pretty par for the course for Grand Design to have a hutch in this type of layout. What's nice about this hutch is you got a nice deep countertop. You can put your Keurig coffee maker in the corner. You can put your toaster, Margaritaville machine, whatever you want. And then you got 2 great big drawers and then storage above. So lots and lots of storage in this particular floor plan, folks. Lots of headroom, beautiful space. So we're going to jump in to your hallway here. You've got your convenience center. So this has your tank monitors. It has your awning switches. So you've got 2 of those, ceiling light switches, slide switches, gas, electric, hot water heater. It's all right here at the entryway. What's really nice Grand Design does is they put a motion sensor light right up here in your entryway, so that if you have it set to the motion sensor setting, if you're coming back to the trailer at night, you walk into the trailer, the light turns on, you're not fumbling around looking for switches, having to turn the flashlight on your cell phone. It just works so much nicer. They're really thinking, it's a bit of a safety thing too, right? Coming in and out of the trailer at night to be able to use that motion sensor light. So again, their bathroom, you'll find with Grand Design, folks, you'll find a lot of consistency in the things that they do with their bathrooms and their kitchens, the size of cabinet doors, just to really keep their parts list or bill of materials as low as possible. You know, very common to see in all of the Grand Design Imagine floor plans, this stackable towel rack, I call it. You can roll up your towels, stack them in there. That goes in really nice and deep to the back, so tons and tons of storage in this bathroom. Their sink, you get a bigger sink, you get more counter space, 3 drawers. That's where some manufacturers, to save money, they may just do a cupboard under here, but they do the cupboard and they give you 3 drawers. So if you want to head south for the winter, or head out on that big 2-week, 1-month-long excursion, go ahead across Canada, you can pack a lot of gear with you, which is real nice. You get the vanity here as well with shelf inside and shelves beside. Little stop plate here on the end to help prevent things from sliding off. But not a dedicated, plastic hanging curtain on this product. It's the Nautilus shower curtain, folks, which is really nice. It's on a retractable roller, which is really cool. What's nice about this Nautilus system, it has a mold and mildew resistant material built into it. But the way it's designed is that when that roller tube retracts out, I'll just show you, when it retracts back in, it squeegees off that curtain and it squeegees that moisture back down into the shower pan. So helps keep the moisture out. Again, true to form with Grand Design, no heat ducts on the floor in the bathroom, so less chance if that black tank or gray tank was to backfill to have that stuff going down your heat ducts, which is what you really don't want. Towel bar here on the back of the door as well. So coming into your bedroom here, folks, so you've got, again, true to form, 60 by 80 residential size bed. If the bed doesn't work for you, you can go to any mattress shop. It'll fit the same dimensions without taking up any more floor space of your bedroom. What's nice also is that the fitted sheets you buy at, the store, Walmart or HomeSense or wherever you're getting your sheets, your bedding, goes around just like your bed at home. So the shorter mattresses, what happens is that fitted sheet, because it's designed for a bigger mattress, will bag up and hang down, and then it's a lot more difficult to access the under storage of your bed. It kind of hooks on things. So again, or gets wrapped around your feet, drives you nuts while you're sleeping. So really nice underbed storage. You can slide a couple of laundry hampers down there for the dirty clothes. They do the double gas strut, so really nice storage. And then lots of headroom here, dual lights. You've got storage on either side of the bed, hanging storage, right? Hanging storage. You got a drawer here as well. So that's where some manufacturers, to save money, they won't put the drawer in the bedroom. So you've got dual hanging wardrobe on either side of the bed with the drawer, storage above, and then right over here in the corner, the way they've designed this bedroom bathroom combo is you do get a great big wardrobe in the corner here. So that just juts into the bedroom up to the back to the side of the shower, and then you get great big drawers. So beautiful, beautiful storage in this particular layout. What's nice about this is that they've been able to keep the hitch weight down on this product by not putting a wardrobe slide in, but still giving you that unbelievable storage inside. So again, Grand Design's just thinking they're prepared, they're doing all the right things to offer you an industry-leading product that you'll be happy with for years and years and years. So coming to the end of the video, I know I've talked a lot, thrown a lot of information at you. Thank you for our faithful YouTube watchers for watching our videos. We appreciate it when you like our videos, when you subscribe. We are enthusiasts of the RV industry. We are enthusiasts of Grand Design, as you can tell. We believe in their company. We believe in their product. We've built some really good relationships with the people down there. They employ 1,600 people at their facility, maybe more now. but they are just doing a lot of good things, and the values that Grand Design has of customer focus, customer service, coming to the marketplace with a great quality product that embodies who we are as a dealership. You know, we are here to help you out, come alongside you in your purchase experience, and you know, really show you what the RV lifestyle and RV industry is all about, and we've benefited from it, and a lot of our customers have benefited from it as well. And we'd love to invite you down to our Leduc dealership here. We're just 15 minutes south of Edmonton, Alberta. If you're from BC, Saskatchewan, we're getting a lot of call from people in the US right now, liking our videos and the information we're sharing, and we'd love to be able to help you out. Give us a shot, and we'll work hard for you to bend over backwards and really come alongside you. So again, Clayton Phillips, Sales Manager, Woody's RV World, Leduc, Alberta, Canada. Thank you for your time. Happy camping.